Alright, apparently we're live. So this is Mega Man 9, released in 2008, and all that. And we'll just get right into it. So, time will start in 3, 2, 1, go. This game was originally released for Wii, PS3, and Xbox 360, and then came out for Legacy Collection 2, whatever consoles those came out on. So Concrete Man is our first. They used to start with Splash Woman. We'll, oh boy. Don't mess up on the first stage. This is a pretty straightforward stage. We're going to start off with these elephants. I think they take about 14 shots. General strategy for them is to hit them with some and then jump into them, because the screen transitions on their kill, but you obviously don't want to take a hit as well. That last one I just damage boost because I don't know how to do the jump kill properly on that last one. You'll see me doing small hops off of ladders. That's because there's something called tiptoe frames, where if you start walking from a complete standstill, it'll take a couple frames for Mega Man to get into a whole running animation, but jumping will automatically start that. And look at that, we're suddenly at the boss. So Concrete Man can do one of a couple things. He could dash immediately, do what he just did and shoot concrete, or he can jump. So you mostly want to stand near him, not too close because that'll happen. But he'll shoot a single one or jump or dash. You don't want him shooting the 3 because that means you're far away from him, and you can't really get any hits off with that. But the reason we do concrete first is his weapon, the concrete shot, is an extremely strong and versatile weapon, and we'll see it in this next stage for Magma Man. And just as you'd expect by his name, there is a lot of fire and lava everywhere. So we're going to switch to concrete immediately, and we'll see what it can do. Just going to dodge these enemies. So through the weapon tutorial thing, it showed you can make a block, but it can also destroy enemies that it would kill in one shot. It turns into a concrete block. And then it will also freeze these magma lasers, which we'll see later in the level, but here we can just damage boost and wait. You can freeze them if you're really good, but I don't know how to do that. In that section, at least. There's Dragon, the Lava Dragon. It'll take 5 hits. Just continually showing how powerful this weapon is. And as you saw with those fire pillars, if you kill them and turn them into your concrete blocks, and then you kind of go under them and jump as they land, you'll get a zip. It's just a nice little couple frame boost. You can zip through that last one. I can't comfortably do it, so I'm not going to try. But if you go like a couple frames into the fire, into the magma laser, it'll zip right through, or and shoot a concrete, then you can zip right through. Alright, so Magma Man, we don't actually have his weakness, so we're just gonna buster him down. So you can do a small jump or a big jump. So that was actually a pretty decent fight. You want to get at least 2 hits off, because sometimes you just can't get 3, but the preferred is just to time up the shots. I think it's every 30 frames is when the iframes run out. You just get another buster. It's all just learning where he's going to go and the timing of it. And we get the Magma Bazooka, which is another pretty powerful weapon, but we won't actually see it in this stage. So Galaxy Man, this is another, well, it's not a straightforward stage, but it's a space stage. We'll see a bit of Rush Coil actually, which you don't see much in Mega Man these days. Or ever, I guess. But the gimmick of the stage is those teleporters, and then there's also these little claw machine things where they'll grab you and drag you along. But luckily, it's faster. Oh, I missed. I got another hit. Okay. Preferably you kill that guy as you go up, whether you grab the ladder or not, but I missed him. But oh well, we continue on. Gonna skip most of these ladders with Rush Coil. I don't know what those enemies are called that split into little ones. There's their footholder if you jump into them. If you just run past, nice. If you just run past, it won't grab you, but if you jump right near it, it will. Then there's another one at the end there. You can actually go grab it and then go up here with it. And it'll be a lot faster, but I don't know how to do it. Properly, at least. Then for that last section, you have to, like, back boost really late, get onto it. Alright, that was a perfect fight. So we can swoop like that, which that's the perfect fight. You want to swoop twice, and then, or he can go up, or he can swoop once and go up, or he can swoop 3 times. There's a lot of stuff that can happen. These stages could be interchangeable, because you have Hornet Man's weakness as well. I've just always done Galaxy 3rd, so that's how I'm always going to do it. This is another stage where we'll see a bit of a Rush Coil. So those enemies I was killing were like scissors, and then they'll if they combine, they'll go off screen and come back the other way, and then kill you. Well, they won't kill you, but they'll do some damage. Alright, the flower that can spawn everywhere on the clock thing there. The one immediately to the left and right are obviously the fastest, since you can just turn and shoot. So that was perfect luck, pretty much. That's if you jump too early within that concrete, then that's what'll happen. Out of concrete, so I just have to jump. Alright. I think, just to mention, I think we're almost at $1,000, which is pretty awesome for this marathon. Alright, so Order Man just went. The Magma Bazooka, it'll hit 2 or 3 times if you. Because it splits like that. So if you just hit them like that, even with the charge one, it'll hit like multiple times. And that's how you fight them. Alright, Jewel Man, this is probably, I wouldn't say it's a hard stage, but it might be a hard stage to learn. But you can do this first section with either Concrete Shot or Buster. I've only ever known how to do it with Concrete Shot, so that's how I'm always going to do it at this point. But it is faster to do Buster, I'm pretty sure. And as you can see, the Hornets, they'll follow the enemy, which can also hurt you, once we'll see later. But it'll also grab items for you, which is pretty cool, but it's also really slow in a speedrun if it grabs a big energy like it did. Alright, the big rock thing. I don't know his name either. Oh boy. Okay. Just play it safe. Don't do anything stupid. Yeah, the big rock enemy, it could spawn it anywhere, so you want to spawn nearest to the right door. Which, it wasn't the nearest, but it was still pretty good. That was close, I almost died there. I don't know what I'm doing. My original plan was to use Black Hole Bomb for that first one, but I completely forgot what I was doing. But we made it. So Jewel Man, his gimmick is he'll jump whenever you jump. So just jumping whenever a Black Hole Bomb is near him will just maximize the amount of damage, because if you just let him go left to right with it out, you only get about 2 hits per cycle. Now, I don't know if ironically is the right word, but you need to beat 5 out of the 8 Robot Masters to get Rush Jet, and then luckily the last 3 stages all are a lot faster with Rush Jet. Starting with Plug Man, because it's the route I've always done. This stage is on a global timer, so I was doing that first section deliberately so I could beat those Yoku blocks. And then the second section is also, like, the entire stage is on a global timer, but this second section isn't as, I guess once you get the first section down, you'll just know where all the blocks spawn for the second section. And for safety, I'm going to grab this E-Tank. We're going to see more Yoku blocks in this section. I'm going to wait a bit, just so that can go away, and then I didn't get it. If that Stomper does a short hop, you can jump over it with like a couple frames, but I didn't get the short hop. So Plugman, we're going to start by throwing one at him. they didn't give me the pattern. But you have exactly enough jewel satellite to kill him with, so you have to time your shots with it. What I was trying to do was intentionally take a hit, and then he'll knock me back just enough so my satellite still hits him, but if he stands still, but he won't hit me, which is the fastest fight, but he jumped again, so it was all ruined. And Jet will, or Tornado will see a lot of Coil and Jet in this stage. The first section is very vertical, and then we'll go right to Jet. There is a way to save a lot of Jet here by using these magnets. I used to know how to do it when I did ILs of this stage, but I don't know how to do it in runs. There's gonna be a balloon there. And both circumstances you grab the energy there, but the last section will be, the last Jet section will be a lot faster if you had saved your Jet ammo. I jumped there at the bottom of that ladder, just so that Sniper Joe would look the other way. No, it's not faster, because he doesn't actually... If you do a good enough jump, he doesn't actually hit you. I just got scared, and that's in my muscle memory. So in this section, in the last part, the rain was pushing you backwards, so you had to walk as much as possible. And then here it's pushing you forward, so you want to jump as much as possible. But yeah, that's stage. So we're going to want Tornado Man to stand on the ground, which he immediately did not do. Okay, well, thanks for lying to me, Tornado Man, but at least when he's right at the top, you can still hit him efficiently. But you want him to just stay still for the entire fight. Maybe in the refights he will. The final stage, Splash Woman. It's a underwater stage, which they used to do first. By used to, I mean back in like 2013. Then somebody realized that the concrete shot was really good, so they did that first. Well, it was, I think they went like splash then concrete, but now they just do concrete first. The big thing in these is these torpedo fish that'll they'll I don't know what word I'm thinking of. But yeah, they'll spawn on the other side of the screen and catch you by surprise. But you can just memorize them and they're worthless to Dr. Wily. I'm not sure if they made it this far in Mega Man 5, but this is really similar to the bubble skip in Mega Man 5. Except we're actually underwater in that one, in this one. This section's actually, I'll just play it safe and not try and do a max rush spawn. Yeah, that part of the stage is kind of tough to learn. But it's really fun to do once you actually master it. Alright, so Splash One will start by calling our fish. Alright, that wasn't too bad of a fight. For my standards, at least. But the big problem is sometimes your hornets will get distracted by the other fish, which I'm willing to bet it was designed that way intentionally. But none of them got distracted this time because I didn't shoot too many. That's the 8 robots. Now we have Laser Trident, which is the... Power-wise, it's probably the strongest weapon in the game. Now we have the Wily stages. So you can buster this section, but I'm not gonna pretend that I know how to do the buster section. I've only ever done it with Dual Satellite. There's no shame in doing it with this. We're gonna use a lot of Rush Jet in this stage. Those little propeller things, you're supposed to use Tornado on them, but we just jet over them. Where is it? In each of the stages we're gonna see some Robot Masters again, or not Robot Masters. We're gonna see mini bosses again. Oh boy. I still almost died. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh well. I mean, I didn't die. We're all right. But I spawned Rush Jet too high. Oh, we're good. We're still alive. So the really good runners, they'll keep Jet into this fight and then just use it so they don't have to switch again. I don't want to because I don't know how. But now we're at the spike pushers, which we have to push our spikes, or their own spikes, back at them. But you can't really just mash it down, you kind of have to rhythmically do it, so you don't, because you can only have 3 on screen at a time. But that wasn't bad for Buster only. You can also use Tornado. I tried to do it right before my run, but I couldn't remember how many I had to kill first, so I'll just Buster it. Oops. We're going to start by using Jet. You can coil this section as well if you're low on Jet, so you don't have to grab the extra Jet ammo, but I don't know how to do that. So we'll just do it this way. And we're just going to switch to concrete. Tiptoe that. That's the hardest jump in the game if you're doing it fully. But so I just tiptoed it. Now we're going underwater. jump too late. I still only took one hit, that's fine. I apologize if I'm running out of things to say. I exhausted my vocabulary for this game. Back in, like, Plugman. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention those projector enemies. Those blocks that they make are fake. So you just have to remember which ones are real or not. I think they're exclusive to the Wily stages. We're just gonna play it safe and wait. You can coil first before anything happens there, but I'll just play it safe. We're gonna keep coil out because this is the Mega Mech Shark, the only boss I actually remember the name of. Hit 3. But he has 3 different sections, all with different life bars. But he's, I think... Whoop. He's weak to tornado and laser, I'm pretty sure, only. But to make it fair, everything does 2 damage to it at least, other than the 2 weapons I already mentioned. But whatever, that was a fine enough marathon stage. I don't understand these puns in the chat. The first one we're going to use coil to jump over, and then the second one we just place down coil and we kill the other guy with Buster. This is a gravity well. You have to you move left and right by shooting the Buster, but since we have coil out, you have to press B twice because you have to spawn rush then shoot. Which is fine if you get used to it because it just saves time from having to go to the pause menu. Here I'm gonna fight in back boost. That was still fast enough. But what I tried to do there was back boost right before the ladder so I can go through that second one. But I only still took 3 hits, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna go right to the left of the screen because there's another grabber that'll grab you right into the M-tank. And we're gonna use it immediately. Play this section a little bit safer, as it's already almost done. I'll just wait here. And by using the M-tank here, we have to make sure that we get this quick kill. And if I don't, then I'll just have to grab more Black Hole Bomb. So we're gonna wait till a certain point to shoot a one, and then once he comes out, we have to pause, buffer it. Just get it done. It's that easy. But Yeah, since we did that quick kill, we're left with exactly 2 black hole bombs for Jewel Man in the refights. In this stage, you can do a manip, so you can oh, I messed it up. Oh well. So you can get the best Galaxy Man pattern possible, but I don't know how to do it, so we're just gonna wing it and see what pattern he gives us. Now we're in the refight, so we just get to see everybody again. Once he does that, you can hit him 5 times. I wasn't confident, so I didn't. This is where you'd use your M-Tank if you still had it. But I don't have it, so... We'll see if Tornado can give us the a good pattern this time. Nope, the exact same. So now we get to use Tornado, but you don't actually have enough to kill unless you get a double hit. We'll see if I can get a double hit, and we did. That double hit, I don't know exactly how it works, but if you take a hit and then shoot immediately as he jumps, you can get a double hit. And the rest of these ones are about the same. Get a double hit there. Actually, I don't know. That was a pretty sloppy fight, if I'm gonna be honest. Now we actually get to see concrete with the laser trident. So actually, when he if we shoot correctly, when he jumps, when he dashes left, I can actually get a double hit, which is what we did. I'm stammering a lot for no reason. Oh boy. And then for this first phase of Wily, we just want to push his eggs back into him and then mash so they explode. I don't think I have enough concrete, so I'm gonna have to use magma. Oh well. And then we're already up. Right. So the big thing here is that the Plugman's weapon goes against the ground, and then your final boss is in the air all the time. Explain that, Capcom. Then times on collection, which yeah, that's Mega Man 9. My brain was everywhere during that final fight. 34:10 for a marathon. That's near perfect. My PB is at 33:45, so I would consider that a successful enough run of it. And yeah, we'll just get right into Mega Man 10, just so we don't waste any time. So we'll transition into that, and yeah.